We're doing something special today, Michelle.
We are.
This video is kind of a love letter to, well, it's a love song, really.
Yeah.
An old-fashioned love song to musician, composer, actor, and longtime indispensable Muppet stalwart, Paul Williams. You and I have been hearing Paul Williams music since we were kids.
We have.
I think that the first song I ever knew as a Paul Williams composition, like where I consciously associated the song with the artist, was an old-fashioned love song.
Oh, yeah.
Three Dog Night had a hit with that, but I think I recall seeing Paul Williams perform it on TV when I was little.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was a pop radio kid. I always had it on in my room. And as I grew up, and as I learned more about music and who made it, I was amazed to find out Paul Williams was the writer or co-writer of many hit songs that have been playing on the radio for as long as I can remember.
Yep. We've only just begun, and Rainy Days and Mondays from the Carpenters.
Yeah.
Evergreen with Barbra Streisand. You and Me Against the World.
Yeah, a lot of old-fashioned love songs, a lot of sentimental, soulful ballads in this repertoire, including Rainbow Connection,
Right.
co-written with Kenneth Asher, famously sung by our pal Kermit the Frog.
It's timeless.
It is.
That whole Muppet movie soundtrack is amazing. Never Before, Never Again.
Never before.
Can you picture that?
Oh, what else is on that? I hope that something better comes along.
Moving right along.
Dug-a-dung,
Dug-a-dung.
yeah. And since it is Paul Williams' birthday on September 19th, I decided to get ahead of it and create an illustration featuring some of the fine Muppet musicians who have performed his songs.
So a tribute,
Yeah.
but also a celebration of his birthday.
Exactly. So he's written songs for the Muppet movie, the Muppet Christmas Carol, Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
Yeah, and so you have characters from these productions represented here in a kind of jam session.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes he worked with various co-writers.
Yes.
But across the Muppetverse, he's a pretty consistent presence.
He's their go-to guy. So here he is, center stage, the man himself, Paul Williams.
Yeah.
It's my version of him anyway. And I went with how he looked in the 70s because that's when he really started pumping out hit after hit after hit. And that's when he was doing some great Muppet work.
And he appeared on The Muppet Show at this point, too.
Yeah, because let's not forget, aside from being a skilled composer and musician, he's an actor.
He's been in a ton of things.
He has.
He was Virgil in Battle for the Planet of the Apes.
He was a talking orangutan.
Yes.
And he performed on The Tonight Show in the Virgil makeup.
Yeah.
I'll put a link in the info. What else? He starred in and scored The Phantom of the Paradise. He was Little Enos in the Smokey and the Bandit movies.
Right. And he does voice work all the time. He was
Constantly.
the Penguin in the Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah, there's too many roles to mention, but his IMDb page is loaded.
And I'm sure somewhere on that IMDb page, they mentioned that he co-wrote the theme song to The Love Boat.
Whoa. Which, by the way, he also appeared on, because I've seen that episode.
Right.
Imagine doing all that stuff, accomplishing all that, and getting to hang out with the Muppets.
Amazing.
Now, because Paul Williams is so amazing, we wanted to display this piece in a manner that reflected that.
Right, so we ordered a frame online with plans to modify it.
Yeah, and the reason we had to order it online is because... the reason we had to order it online is because we wanted a wooden frame. And everything we were finding in the local shops was some kind of plastic or a modified wood filler, something.
Right, but we found a wooden frame and we picked up some wooden ornaments that had that old Muppet theater feel to them.
Yeah, and then we put together a frame that we hoped would be reminiscent of the proscenium arch at the old Muppet Show theater.
Right down to the seashell footlights.
So I don't think I mentioned my tools yet, but I inked this in Clip Studio Paint, and I am coloring it in Affinity Photo.
All right.
Now, as I tick on the light and shadow layers of these characters, I do want to thank everybody for watching this week, and that includes our subscribers and our Patreon members.
Yeah, we really do appreciate the support.
We do.
If you're enjoying the video and you'd like to help out more, we'd love it if you hit that like button.
Thanks. All right, let's put this thing together and get it up on the wall.
Yeah.
I printed this out a few times, by the way. First on a high-quality matte paper because I like the look of a nice matte paper.
Yeah, me too.
But in the end, I went with more of a luster, sort of a semi-gloss, because it really pops the colors more. And, with the Muppets, you want to blast a color.
Yeah, you do.
All All right, here we go, Mitch. It's time to play the music and light the lights.
I love it.
Me too.
It really reminds me of a stage that the Muppets would perform on.
Yeah, and those curtains look like they're coming down from that ornate arch above the stage. I really like this. So, if anyone would like to explore more of Paul Williams' work, there is literally at least 5 decades of it for you to look into.
Yeah, and there was a fun documentary just a few years ago called Paul Williams Still Alive.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, give it a watch.
Thank you for watching, everybody. And of course, thank you, Paul Williams.
Yeah, and happy birthday.